Hey guys, Jay here from Jay's Tech, and in this video we're going to be reviewing a case for the iPhone 17 Pro. A little while ago I made a video on Spigen cases for the iPhone 17 Pro, and that video you guys have showed a lot of love to. And so I thank you, all of you guys, for actually watching that video, if you have watched that video, and also subscribing to the channel through that video as well. I want to thank all the subscribers, whoever you are. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and also thank you for watching this video as well. So in this video, I want to talk about a case that's been on my phone since basically I bought the iPhone 17 Pro. If you're a regular on this channel, you know I picked up the 17 Pro, then I tried out the 17 Pro Max, and then I went back to the 17 Pro just because I liked the sort of the compact size of the regular 6.3-inch 17 Pro. And since I've been using it the second time, I'm actually surprised myself because I didn't expect me to like this case so much. It is the Spigen thin fit case for the iPhone 17 Pro, and I didn't actually expect that this would be one of my favorite cases out of the Spigen lineup this year, but it has actually become one of my favorites. So I'm going to get it unboxed, guys. I want to review it in this video and basically share with you the case that's been on my phone since I've been using the 17 Pro the second time. So this is it. This is the Spigen thin fit case, and you can pick this case up for $34.99 from Amazon in the USA. In the UK, it's £23.99. So a slightly higher price, I would say, in the USA. Yeah, it is essentially, it's a really minimalistic thin case, as the name goes, and a really light case as well. So first of all, let's bring over the scale and see how much it weighs. So guys, on the scale, you can't really see it the best from your angle, and even I have to adjust to see what it is. It's actually 33 grams. You're gonna have to believe me, guys. But this angle is an angle which you guys have basically requested. A lot of you guys have said the top-down angle isn't the greatest because it's not the best view of what's going on here. So I've adjusted the angle, but in terms of the weight on the scale, take my word for it, it's 33 grams. So pretty light. And if you compare it, I think the Apple silicone case and the tech woven case are actually 31 grams. So this is only 2 grams heavier. So even though this is a thin case, it's heavier than those cases, so just keep that in mind. But with this case, you do get the camera plateau coverage there as well, which is a really nice addition. And definitely, it's good. It's nice to have. I'm not sort of discounting all of the cases that don't have this. I'm not saying you shouldn't use those cases, but all I'm trying to say is it's a nice addition to have. It's a nice bonus to have, and I think it definitely plays an integral role in protecting that camera plateau there. I think it's definitely nice to have, and I appreciate cases that do have that camera plateau coverage there. In terms of cutouts down the bottom, that's how it looks. On the inside, obviously, there's no microfiber lining, no soft lining or anything like that. It's just plastic, basically. And the buttons are just sort of, we just have the slits there for the buttons there. They're built into the case itself. So nothing crazy, nothing too high end when it comes to the buttons there. But I have really been enjoying using this case, and I'll show you guys why. It's not a case without its flaws. It's got quite a few flaws actually, but still I have actually enjoyed using this case. So let's bring over the 17 Pro. Let's pop it in, guys. And really easy to install. It actually feels like it's a little bit loose when you first put it on, but when we actually test out the fit, it's not actually that bad. I mean, you can move the corners off pretty easily, but I wouldn't say crazy easily. I don't think there's any problem with the fit there. It's not that easy to push off the corners, so I don't think there's any problem there. Going around the sides of the phone, guys, and there's a little bit more pull around the power button there. Not an incredible amount. I've seen worse in the past. Quite a bit of pull around here. That's not ideal. That's not great, the amount of pull there is on the camera control here. So the camera control is not actually a button. It's more just TPU covered, but it does work really nicely with the camera control. And I'll show you that to you a little bit later on in the video. Having a look at the cutouts down the bottom, and they're pretty accurate, but what I would say, it's just something I've noticed while using this case, is that there is a bit more, you can see more of the screw on this side compared to this side. It's not a crazy amount, but it is something which I have noticed. So that center cutout there isn't, I would say, the most accurate. But looking at it there, at the moment, it's not too much. It's not a worrying amount. It's definitely not a deal breaker, but just something which I noticed that accurate there, that cutout there is not that accurate. And then if we look at the buttons, they are really nice and clicky and easy to press. They're not as good, I would say, as aluminium buttons, but they are still pretty good for the type of case you get here. They're still nice and easy to click and better than some other cases. So I'll bring it to the mic, guys. This is volume down, volume up, and this is the action button. And this is the power button. So really decent buttons for what they are. And in terms of that camera plateau coverage, just check it out, guys. It's actually really nice. I mean, some people, I saw some reviews on Amazon saying that the cutouts here for the actual camera lenses are not accurate, and I would agree. They're not the most centered there. If you check it out, they're not the most accurate there. I'd say they could be a bit more accurate, but at first glance, if someone looks at your phone case, they're not going to notice that they're not perfectly centered within the camera lens cutouts there. So I don't think that's a deal breaker either. Just something I have to make you aware of, that they are not perfectly centered in those cutouts. So I'd like to see a bit of refinement there, but still they're not affecting the quality of the camera there. They're not in the way of the camera lenses there or anything like that. So if they were, then that would be a deal breaker, but they aren't. And at first glance, you can't actually tell they are not centered. So yeah, not a deal breaker, just something to be aware of. And then if we look at the camera protection there, guys, we get a decent, for a thin case, it's actually pretty protective, I'd say. This case, we get a pretty decent camera lip there, which will protect your camera lenses. So popping your phone down on a table just like that, I'd have no problems actually, as long as it's a smooth surface. No worries there. So with my screen protector in place, we also get a thin screen lip as well, which is actually pretty decent for a thin case. You still get a screen lip there, even with a screen protector in place. So no problems, I would say, popping it down again on a smooth surface. So just keep that in mind. In terms of the design there, guys, it is a very simple design. It's made up of polycarbonate and TPU. So a polycarbonate hard shell on the back, and then the sides are more of a more flexible TPU. I was going to say flimsy, but that's not the right word for it. It is more of a flexible TPU on the sides. I'd say, as I mentioned earlier, this is still a protective case because it does have that camera plateau coverage, and we do actually get Spigen's air cushion technology within this case. I'll just show that to you guys now. And what I like about this case, it's easy to take off as well. Some cases are really hard to take off, but this one actually is pretty easy to take off. And we do get Spigen's air cushion technology there. If you check out, it does actually state at the bottom there, it says air cushion technology just down here. And essentially we get these air pockets in each corner to absorb the shock of any drop. And then this is going to give us actually military grade protection when it comes to this case. And for a thin case, that's really impressive. So you're not really sacrificing too much on the, obviously don't go around dropping this phone and chucking this phone around. But what I would say is, for your everyday protection needs, for your everyday use, if you're an office worker or something like that, then this might be absolutely fine. If you just stay, if you're maybe a YouTuber and you spend most of your day in your studio, or if you're an office worker, or if you're not doing any manual type of work where your phone gets chucked about a lot, or there's chance of damage with keys and things like that in your pocket, or tools or screws or things like that, then I would say you'll be absolutely fine with this case. It's a good balance of actually keeping your phone thin and compact, because you don't want to be adding too much weight to your iPhone 17 Pro. It's already heavier than the regular 17 model, and especially if you have that Pro Max model, you want to keep that as light and as compact as you can, really, because that is a big boy, that's a hefty boy, and you don't want to be adding too much weight to that one. So the Spigen Thin Fit, that's what I like about it. I've really been enjoying using it over the last, I'd say week or so, week and a half maybe. It's been a really nice addition to the 17 Pro. It just feels really natural in your hands, and you don't get that sticky feeling in the hand compared to the Apple silicone case. It's more of a smoother material, and it may be lacking grip for a lot of you guys. For me, it's not a problem. It still has a little bit of a rubbery texture to it. It's not completely smooth, there is actually some sort of texture there, which I do like about it, and it has a nice feel in the hands, guys. It's actually easy to take in and out of your pockets, easy to slide in and out of your pockets. If you need to do something fast and you really need to just get it in and out of your pockets fast, it's going to be good for that because it's not sticky. And I like that about it compared to the Apple silicone case. And it's still really light. It's 33 grams, only 2 grams heavier than the Apple silicone case, tech woven case, and the clear case. They're all 31 grams. So it's only 2 grams heavier. So not a big difference at all. And yeah, I like the feel in the hands. It keeps it nice and smooth when it comes to the edges on the back, similar to how the iPhone 17 Pro is actually designed with those smooth edges at the back. Similar. So basically, it just conforms really nicely to the aluminum unibody design this year with the 17 Pro, which is something I really like about this case. And yeah, it just feels really nice in the hands, really comfortable to hold. You can hold this one-handed. The 17 Pro is actually I would say it is a one-handed phone without a case, but with a case, sometimes you have to use it with 2 hands just because of how bulky and heavy it becomes. But with this case, you can still hold it one-handed, and it's actually still pretty comfortable to hold. Whether it's your left hand or your right hand, it's actually nice and comfortable to hold. And yeah, I like the texture. It's not sticky or anything like that. And overall, I'd say it's like I mentioned at the beginning, it's not a case without its flaws. It has a few flaws. One of them is this fit here on the side. It's around here. Look, it's pretty. It pulls quite a lot here, and some dust does build up here at the bottom as well. But that's with most cases that have these type of cutouts anyway. But yeah, the loose fit, I'd say, is one of the downfalls of this case. I'd say not having aluminium buttons, that's definitely not a deal breaker because generally only higher end cases have those aluminium buttons. But yeah, maybe a lack of grip as well. It does smudge up a bit as well, just because it's that sort of black color there and that type of material it is on the back, that smoother material. It does smudge up quite a bit. I tend to clean my phone every day. I use a bit of water, a tissue or something like that, or a microfiber cloth. I clean my phone every day. So for me, it doesn't affect me too much because I do maintain it quite a bit. But that's just something to keep in mind. That inaccurate cutouts there, I don't know if you can tell too much on the camera. It's not actually looking too bad at the moment. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, in general, it is a decent, a very nice phone case. I like it. I wasn't expecting it when I reviewed those Spigen cases on the channel. And well, wait, guys, we haven't actually tested out the MagSafe. Let me bring over the Anker 622. And as you can see, it starts charging. And I believe last year, the thin fit case might not have had MagSafe. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments below. But this year, we have MagSafe with the Spigen thin fit case. And it's actually really strong MagSafe as well. So for a thin case, it's got some nice, strong MagSafe. And if we bring over a wallet here, guys, let's pop that on. The back is a Spigen wallet, and it goes really nicely with this case. And that's really strong on there as well. So no problems with the wallet too. So nice, strong MagSafe, as Spigen do a great job normally with their MagSafe anyway. So yeah, I'm really impressed by that. And this case has surprised me. I think I reviewed 12 cases in that Spigen cases video for the iPhone 17 Pro. And out of all of them, I didn't really expect this one to be one of my daily drivers. And I tested them all out after the video as well, and I've been testing them out since then. And this one has become one of my favorite ones, very surprisingly. So yeah, it is the Spigen thin fit, guys. And I will leave the link in the description if you want to pick up this case. I really like it. It is my daily driver at the moment. It is the one I'm using at the moment, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, just because maybe you guys might like this case as well. It might be a case which you guys may want to run on your iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. And yeah, thank you for watching this video until the end, and thank you if you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. And you'll get to see my upcoming videos as well. So there's more videos on the way, guys. So get subscribed and you'll get notifications of those videos. So yeah, definitely do that. So guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Well, guys, guess what? I forgot to show you the camera control test. So I'm going to do that now. Let's actually press the camera control there. And as I mentioned, it is a TPU covered camera control. It's not an actual button there. And then if we light press, we can zoom out. And we can zoom in. And yeah, no issues there. No issues whatsoever. It works absolutely fine. Works like a normal button. Works, I'd say, as pretty much as good as Apple's button. They've got an actual sapphire crystal button on their cases, so no problems there. Camera control is lovely. And now this is the end of the video, guys. So take care, guys. Bye bye.